Welcome to the Dungeon Brew Coffee Tavern, where every cup tells a story, and every story starts with a sip. Join us on a journey of adventure, camaraderie, and of course, the finest brews, served hot and steeped in mystery. From dragons to ancient legends, we're brewing up more than just coffee. Today's tale begins when the clink of mugs and laughter of companions is set aside for a hunt most curious. Whispers tell not of a golden chalice, but of a grail bound in parchment and ink, a codex said to hold the forgotten brews of ages past. Songs carry riddles, riddles hide recipes, and each verse may lead our unlikely fellowship closer to a treasure beyond measure. But before we dive into today's adventure, a quick word from our sponsor.
Plot holes. They lurk in the shadows of your story, waiting to derail your narrative when you least expect it. But don't worry, A Fiction Writer's Guide to Plot Holes by author Anne Snizek is here to help. This handy guide gives you the tools you need to spot, fix, and prevent plot holes before they become a problem. Ready to keep your story airtight? Grab your copy on Amazon today.
Now, grab your mug, settle in, and get ready for the next chapter in our brewing saga. Episode 39, The Grail of Lost Recipes, Part 1. The night settles heavy upon the crossroads, its cloak stitched with silver stars. Within the tavern, candles sputter in their iron sconces, and the hearth fire throws long, dancing shadows across the walls. The aroma of roasted barley, honey, and faint spice lingers thick in the beams above, wrapping the common room in a comfort that only grows as the door creaks open. A figure draped in patched silk steps inside, a minstrel, weather-worn and road-dusted, but with eyes bright as coals yet unspent. In his hand rests a lute, its body scarred and polished by many seasons, as if it too has sung across countless hearths before finding this one.
Oh! Look, a new visitor. He's got a lute. Do you think he knows traveling songs? Maybe brewing ballads?
Hoof. Or more likely another drifter with empty pockets, trading riddles for supper. Still, I'll not turn down a tune if it's worth the spice.
There's more to him than a common singer. Look how he holds himself, like he carries something heavier than a melody.
The threads shift at his step. He bears a tale, though whether gift or burden, the weave will soon tell.
The minstrel does not ask for coin, nor call for ale. Instead, he clears his throat, strums a deep, resonant chord, and lets words fall in cadence as old as memory itself.
A diamond of silver, no chalice of gold, but parchment and ink with recipes old. In riddles and rhymes, its secrets are spun, a grail not yet sipped, but waiting for one. Seek ye the verse where the starlight has gleamed, seek ye the brew once lost to a dream. Follow his song, though it lead you astray, and the grail of recipes may yet light your way.
Another riddle, is it? Bah! Always a grail here, a cursed goblet there. I've yet to see one that holds more than watered wine. And yet, I'll admit, this one has a ring of truth about it.
Not truth, perhaps, but intent. He's speaking of recipes, not relics. Codex may be lost brews, forgotten blends. Do you know what such knowledge could mean for us?
Endless brews. Oh! Imagine a honey roast from 1,000 years ago, or cocoa beans roasted under starlight. The Grail of Recipes, what if it's real?
Or sauces older than kings. Fiery blends that once made empires weep. A codex like that, worth more than gold. Worth more than kingdoms, perhaps.
Careful, little dragons. The brightest flame draws the swiftest moth. A codex of forgotten brews may hold sweetness, but it may also steep bitterness yet untasted.
And so the seed is planted. A rhyme woven into the firelight, a riddle tucked between lute strings and candle smoke. Was it only a psalm, meant to pass the night? Or was it a summons, an invitation to seek the grail of lost recipes, hidden not in chalice nor crown, but in the ink of a brewer's forgotten hand? The tavern listens. The quest stirs. And the first verse of the riddle waits. The minstrel lingers only long enough for a mug of cider before vanishing back into the night, leaving behind his riddle like a spark on dry tinder. The tavern settles into a hush, save for the crackle of the fire and the scratching of Patch's quill as she copies the verse onto parchment. Their search begins not with sword or map, but with arguments, guesses, and more than one ill-advised experiment.
Seek ye the verse where the starlight does gleam. Seek ye the brew once lost to a dream. Stars and dreams. That could mean moonlit brewing, something infused with sleep herbs, or maybe...
Oh, I've got it. A brew that glows in the dark. Like coffee beans roasted under starlight.
Unless you can drag the moon into the cellar, little bean, you'll be making nothing but burnt roast.
No! I'll add fireflies. They glow like stars. If I steep them...
Java, you are not boiling fireflies. Put that jar down.
Dreams, eh? I've had brews that sent me dreamin' plenty. Strong enough to make the ceiling dance. Maybe that's what it means, something so potent it'll knock you flat.
Bradicus draws from a barrel long ignored ale with a sharp tang that could curdle a goat's stomach. The monk raises it high, eyes gleaming with mischief.
To dreams. May we find them at the bottom of a mug. By the beard of a brewer. That's no dream, that's a nightmare.
Told you not everything that ferments should be drunk.
Do not laugh too quickly. Sometimes the nightmare leads you closer to the dream.
Stars' dreams. Wait, perhaps it isn't a drink at all. What if it's a song? A verse sung under starlight, carrying the recipe within?
And so the riddle unravels, not with answers but with laughter, spilled mugs, and arguments over glowing beans and nightmare ale. Yet in the corner of Patch's notes, a phrase sharpens, follow the song. Already the next step whispers from the shadows, waiting to test their resolve. The night air greets them with a chill, heavy with dew and the faint perfume of clover fields stretching beyond the crossroads. Lantern light spills in soft halos across the tavern's doorway before fading into darkness, where stars prick the sky like pinholes in velvet. Crickets keep their chorus, owls their watch. And in that hush, the quest stirs them into the open.
Smells like midnight dew. If starlight has a flavor, this must be it. Maybe the Grail's recipe is brewed with morning frost collected under moonlight.
Or maybe you're just smelling damp grass, bean breath. Don't get ahead of yourself.
The minstrel's verse. Seek ye the verse where the starlight does gleam. The recipe is hidden in song, we need to listen, not brew.
Songs, eh? Then mayhap I should give a tune. My voice has been known to move men to tears.
Is that because it sounds like a dying goat?
Oh, Grail of the stars, fill my mug and my belly.
Bradicus, for the love of the nine, you'll wake the dead before you find the Grail.
I liked it! Maybe the Grail responds to enthusiastic singing?
Wait. Hush. Listen.
And there, rising from the meadow beyond the tavern, comes a tune. Soft at first, like wind in tall grass. A lilting melody, carried by no hand they can see. Each note drifts toward them, tugging like threads through the tapestry of night.
That's it. The verse, it's coming from out there.
Do you think it's the minstrel? Or the Grail itself singing?
Or a trick. Plenty of spirits use songs to lure fools into the dark.
Well, then. Best we find out which it is before the fool ends up being me.
And so the fellowship steps into the fields, guided not by map or torch, but by a song spun of starlight. Whether it leads them to the Grail of lost recipes, or into a snare of shadows, only the night itself knows. The meadow stretches wide beneath the stars, the earth damp with dew. Fireflies drift like tiny lanterns, and the ethereal melody winds between them, pulling the companions toward a ring of standing stones half buried in the tall grass. Each stone is carved, weather worn, its face etched with grooves like forgotten script.
Look at them, like giant mugs set in a circle. Do you think they mark a recipe? A secret brewer's guild, maybe?
Or a circle where fools once sang themselves hoarse, chasing a dream.
No, these are runes. Worn but still legible. They're fragments of verse.
They hum with threads of memory. Old songs, waiting to be pieced together.
Bah, looks like chicken scratches to me. But maybe if I.
And at that knock, the melody shifts, spilling brighter into the air. A hidden panel slides open in the stone, revealing a scroll bound with twine, its parchment dry yet unbroken by time.
A scroll. A recipe. The first recipe.
Not a recipe, a riddle again. Listen. Grind not the bean by stone nor by hand, but seek where the sea first touches the land. There shall the brew of beginnings be found, steam rising silent, its flavor unbound.
The sea? That's days from here. Who hides a recipe by the shore?
Whoever didn't want lazy drinkers to find it, that's who.
A brew of beginnings, like the very first cup ever made. Oh, do you think it's the original coffee? The first roast in history?
Beginnings often hide endings. Be wary what cup you lift.
The scroll crackles in Patch's hands, its ink shimmering faintly beneath starlight before dimming once more. One verse has been revealed, one path marked. To follow it, they must leave the safety of hearth and meadow and seek the place where earth drinks deep of the sea. The Grail of Lost Recipes waits, its riddles weaving a trail that tests both wit and will. The meadow keeps its secrets, but the companions do not linger. Scroll in hand, they retrace their steps through damp grass and cricket song, until the glow of the tavern welcomes them once more. The warmth of the hearth chases away the night chill, and soon mugs are filled, parchment unrolled across the table, and thoughts turn from riddles to roads.
The sea. It's clear. That's where we must go. But it's no short trek. Supplies, routes, timing, we'll need to prepare carefully.
Oh, we can bring beans from the cellar. Maybe I can roast them on driftwood by the shore. Imagine the flavor, salt air, sea spray, ancient magic.
You'll end up with soggy beans, little one. No, better we pack spices that can withstand travel. If the Grail of Recipes lies near the sea, I'll wager it's guarded by something fiercer than fog and fish.
Then I'll wager my fists against whatever keeps it. Been too long since I've had a proper scrap. A sea-bound quest, aye, that stirs the blood.
This isn't about brawls or bragging. If the riddle speaks true, what we're chasing could change everything we've built here. We can't afford recklessness.
The sea mirrors both sky and soul. There, beginnings are found, but so too are endings. The threads tighten. Choose your steps wisely.
And so, beneath the timbered roof of Dungeon Brew Coffee Tavern, plans are laid by the crackling hearth. Laughter mixes with caution, hope with unease. Beyond the door, the night holds its silence, and the road to the sea stretches long and unseen. For now, the fellowship drinks deep of warmth and company, knowing that soon the Grail of Lost Recipes will call them far from these familiar walls.
To the sea, then, and whatever brews await.
To the Grail of Recipes.
To strong spice and stronger bellies.
To the journey ahead.
To the threads unseen.
To be continued. The fire is low, the mugs are empty, and tonight's tale has come to an end. But the journey is far from over. Thank you for gathering with us at Dungeon Brew Coffee Tavern, where adventure brews with every sip. Join us next time as new challenges arise, mysteries deepen, and the magic of the tavern unfolds. If you enjoyed this taste of adventure, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell so you never miss a new episode. We'll save a seat for you at the tavern. See you soon.